Hello, everyone. I'm Tim Pearson, and welcome to the United States Wrestling Officials Association Referee Webinar Program. In today's webinar, we're going to focus on the Merkle. The Merkle is a hold that seems to cause a fair amount of angst and confusion amongst coaches, fans, wrestlers, and referees. The issue as I see it is how we evaluate the Merkle in freestyle is counterintuitive to how it is evaluated in American folk style. So what is a Merkle and why does it cause so much angst and confusion? Well, first off, the Merkle is a folk style takedown. If we refer to our picture on the right, the top wrestler is in control, even with the leg trapped, with the top wrestler in a dominant position in control. This is a folk style takedown. Now, in freestyle, the Merkle is not a takedown. If we refer to the rule book, Article 39, values assigned to actions and holds. If we look up 2-point actions, a takedown is to the wrestler who overcomes and then controls his opponent by passing behind with 3 points of contact on the mat. So in our same picture, if we look, we have control, just like folk style. We have points of contact on the mat, just like folk style. However, with this leg trapped in front, he is not behind the hips. That's the difference between a folk style takedown and a freestyle takedown. Is in freestyle, the offensive wrestler must be behind the hips. So in a Merkle situation, because this leg is trapped, it is not a freestyle takedown. Now, the Merkle does not meet takedown criteria, Article 39, until this leg comes out and the offensive wrestler is able to move behind the hips in a controlling position. Or if the offensive wrestler is able to use his left leg and hook the defensive wrestler's leg and then roll them back across their back for a 2-point turn. At that point, you would have a 2-point action. So let's take a look at a quick video on a Merkle situation. We have India, Turkey is in red, India is in blue. So in this situation here, this, in my opinion, was a slip throw by red. However, when they go to the mat, blue immediately attacks, counterattacks, and he gets himself into a Merkle situation right here. You see red is down on the mat, points of contact. Blue is definitely in a controlling position. However, look at the hips. The hips, blue's hips are out front. They need to be back here for this to be a 2-point action or a counterattack. So as we continue, he's still working. This is the point here when coaches, fans, athletes are looking up at the referee, and sometimes referees will call too. This is not a 2-point action. These hips are still out to the side, and he is not behind. He's got to be back in here in a controlling position for this to be a 2-point attack. We continue, the whistle blows, and up they come. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our webinar on the Merkle. I hope you found it informative and helpful. Thank you very much for joining us.